How you guys doing? This is Martin. You know me from my series on how to pay off your car loan in 36 months without giving up Starbucks, or you've been listening to my got my student loan down, my car loan down to $5,970, and how I paid it off in a couple of months. Well, I still haven't gone to Starbucks. I don't feel like going through the drive-through. But this is just Conspiracy Wednesday because it seems like once I heard, I live in California, and once I heard the person working for the governor says, well, we were expecting these kind of numbers, and well, we really haven't done any type of research or anything, but we just want to say a bigger number. And I'm just thinking, if that was a doctor, would you go? That's like if you had cancer and you go to a doctor and he says, well, you may have cancer, you may not have cancer. Why don't you come back next week and I'll know for sure. I'm not sure. That's basically what he's saying. You'd be sued. You'd get malpracticed. I mean, you would go to jail. So I've been thinking, the only reason this must be happening is like, this is conspiracy theory Wednesday, conspiracy weekend for me. Because I'm just like, I'm bored and I see all this. I love politics. So my thing is, I've read in the paper today that Bernie Sanders still is going to keep his campaign going, even though he has a long shot. Well, my conspiracy theory, go look at it Saturday, was that the Democrats planted the C19 virus, not so much to get people sick, but it's supposed to be more like a negative campaign toward Trump, where Biden would have already been ahead and Sanders would have quit. So it was like, hey, Biden can save us. He'll heal us. He can heal a nation and stuff. But what happened was Bernie never dropped out, and he won a couple of states. He won just enough states to draw it out just where, as the virus sort of took off or got more into the public, that the Democrats could just use it solely as, hey, Biden can save us. But now with two Democrat candidates, who's going to save us? Is Biden going to save us, or is Sanders going to save us? And then we have this C19 virus. Who's going to be the one that saves the nation from the C19 virus? See what I mean? So what happened was it kind of the narrative got changed. So the Democrats were able to control the narrative of the C19 with Biden to use that as a lead-in as their primary focus for the Democratic convention and for the November election, because you can't have two saviors. Remember, some people have more than two, but basically what I know from church, because my mom was Catholic, I was Baptist, you only can have only one God. So since there's two gods, basically there's zero gods for the Democrats to run. So now it's allowed the Republicans to take control of the C19 narrative. And now what you have right now is you just basically have damage control. The strategy that the Democrats wanted to use to get Biden in office has failed. So all they're doing now is they need to increase the victim count and they need people to die. So when I heard last week, how, I think it was Thursday or Friday, the healthcare workers were saying that they're actually new masks in the base somewhere in LA, but the government officials weren't given to it. Well, that makes sense to me because I grew up in the inner city, and when you remember back in the 80s and 90s when the gangs were killing people, well, what they were really doing was killing a lot of witnesses. If there's a witness, that witness is dead, that witness can't come to your trial and kind of basically testify against you, and then you go to jail. So basically what we have right now is I give you two of my things. I got the healthcare worker conspiracy and the toilet paper conspiracy. Just think about it now. What is the one product that people use in America all the time? If it's not paper towels, it's tissues. If it's not tissues, it's toilet paper. Why are those items right now all of a sudden sold out? So what could have possibly happened was the Democrats, maybe not the entire Democratic Party now, but maybe they had some supporters that said, what we're going to do, we need to buy what item we have to buy up. So what did they do? They go and buy up all the toilet paper towels and stuff, and now they're gone. So now, just in case the strategy to put Biden into the party, since it failed, we need more victims and we need more people to die. So once we buy up all the safe toilet paper and stuff, now we're going to put new toilet paper in that's laced with C19. I know you say, Martin, you're crazy. Think about it. Think about it. Now, have you gone to Target? I haven't seen a lot of stuff on the shelves. Why is it only paper? The food is back, which is harder to make, especially in the 20th century. Do you think it's harder to manufacture food than it is to manufacture a roll of toilet paper? Unless that roll of toilet paper or that paper towel was being tainted in some way. So once you put it back on the shelf, people are using it, but they actually have like a little bit of like residual C19 in it. And what even makes it better, like all these different, the Democratic states said, hey, we're going to have all our kids stay home. Why not close the school, have the kids stay with the parents, and now you double the chances of like, hey, let's make sure everyone's sick. Not only are we going to make sure that everyone's sick, once they buy the new toilet paper from the store, that toilet paper will be tainted. So then we like 4 times our chances of getting people pregnant. Because I'm getting people sick, and hey, maybe we'll get a certain percentage that dies. That is so funny. They say 1,300 people died. That many black people are shot in the inner city in Chicago in like 2 days, in like 1 year. I don't see you closing down Chicago with all the brothers shooting each other. I've lived in the inner city. I lived in the inner city. I just see the cops come down and shut down a liquor store. Brothers drinking 40, stealing stuff. So basically, a lot of this is all hyped up. So when I hear people are like infected, you know what? There's probably like 2 or 3 million people running around with syphilis, gonorrhea, herpes, and stuff. Don't even know they have it. Or if they do have it, they just haven't shown signs. But are you shutting down the sex stores? Are you shutting down the strip clubs? No. So there's got to be something behind this theory of getting people sick. And what happened was, I still blame it on the Democrats. I think it's a Democrat conspiracy. It should make sense to you. They couldn't get Trump on this. They couldn't get Trump on that. So let's go to Plan D. Somebody watch Contagion and said, hey, maybe we'll get a whole bunch of people sick, and then those people will get sick, but then we'll have our savior who will be Biden, and then Biden will be able to rally the people and will win. But Bernie Sanders stayed in the race long enough where you have 2 potential candidates. Basically, if you have 2 candidates, you have basically 0 candidate. So now that that's failed, they just need to start cleaning up the mess. They need damage control. So now, watch, this week, all the toilet paper will be back. But be careful, that toilet paper is tainted. They need to get that number count up. And only get that number count up. Some of you guys have been isolated and now you guys are safe, but you say, oh, no, we need to have a backup plan. So what is the backup plan? We got to get them some toilet paper, get them tainted toilet paper, Kleenex, all type of stuff. Get it back to them. Make sure you got enough C19. They need to get sick. These people need to get sick. And as for the healthcare workers, the workers are saying, oh, they're making us reuse your mask because they want to get rid of you. If you commit a crime, you don't want any witnesses, my healthcare workers. So if they have the new mask, it's not for you. And then they also want you guys to stay together too, man. They're smart, man. A, they're going to have you reuse your mask. 2, they're going to have you guys all stay together. So they want to like triple and quadruple their chances, not of you getting sick, but they're hoping, hey, we need a whole lot of people to die. And then like in a year or 2, some of you guys will try to sue and stuff, but yeah, you'll be dead. But you will help their cause. Or you'll be like a victim, or you'll be sick and contaminated. So basically, if I was a healthcare worker, I don't think they just want you guys to get sick. I think they want to get rid of you guys. So if I were you, I wouldn't eat any of their food. I would just walk away. I would just walk away right now. It's just the flu, man. What's the person going to do? Go to the bathroom a lot of time, get the chills. Just let them get the chills. Do you want to be a Florence Nightingale and die? Or do you want to be like a coward and live? So it's up to you to decide. So as I head toward the end here, 2 things I want you to watch. Just watch it this week. One thing, watch all the toilet paper all of a sudden mysteriously come back. Why did it disappear in the first place? What can you do with toilet paper? On Walking Dead, what does it matter? Use your hand. Look at my closet. I got a green shirt, I got the white shirt, I got the jacket. I can cut all these things up and use them for toilet paper. So why would the toilet paper or paper towels go out of the store? Unless by buying them up, the Democrats had a backup plan. So when you guys use all that stuff, the toilet paper again, it's all laced with C19 or all type of contaminants to accelerate it. Even if you do have it, they need to not only accelerate it, they need to accelerate to the point where a lot of you people start dying. So wait this week. All of a sudden, the numbers will grow, but then the Democrat governors will start saying, even though the numbers are growing, we're thinking about modifying the number of crowds that are going to be together. We may have made some mistakes with the numbers. And watch all this week, all of a sudden they'll start backpedaling, because the goal of all of this, I hate to say it, was like discredit Trump, because the Democratic Party, unfortunately, my people supported them. Black people like me used to support the Democratic Party back in the 90s. Now, those thousands, like we thought, hey, don't help us get equal property, equal rights, and stuff like that. But now that the world has internet and everything, and so that the world become more equal, Democrat really has no base. The only base they have is like maybe to kind of scare the poor people, but the Skid Row people aren't going to vote for them. So what do they have? Low income and possibly middle class. That's their only market they kind of have right now. So this market was supposed to help them rally and create a new market for them to go out and find people in mind, but it sort of backfired on them now. So basically, all we have now is just damage control, and we have like a party that's going to be in retreat, and only most will have like a lot of negativity. The media, only reading the media is kind of like what I'm saying. We won't have any news probably like in a year, probably like in the next year or so. We won't know what a newspaper is. So basically, and then no one really needs like my phone. Like I told you in the old days, Hollywood used to have hundreds of people that record, move stuff around. Now I'm talking to you on my phone. Do we really need a CNN to tell me what's going on? Do you? Who would you rather look at? A cute girl of 19 telling me something crazy, or an older guy who's gay, who in the old days they would have been bopping him upside the head and more? What's his name? I can't remember him. Tries to like be holier and down in me. So I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm saying it's a conspiracy, people. Now the conspiracy has come to an end. Just now, all that party that's looking for, they just need victims, need people to be sick, and they need people to die. So if you're going to go out and buy toilet paper this week, make sure once you use that toilet paper, you wash your hands and make sure you inspect it. Make sure that thing is closed. Because I bet you, for some of you guys, it's going to be laced with the C19, man. Because like I told you, dead men tell no tales.